Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and these are your special, rather sacred messages from the spirit world, the messages from beyond. And these particular messages are going to be very important, quite significant for the stage or the period in between the 6th and the 21st of February 2020. So the special sacred messages that I'm going to be channeling directly from the spirit world are going to be relevant for the stage or for the period in between the 6th and the 21st of February 2020. And of course, each sign of zodiac is going to have a different spirit who I'm going to channel, and this particular spirit is going to have a very important and a very significant and very sacred message for you to know exactly what to pay attention to and also what to expect. Okay, so the first spirit that I'm channeling right now, the first spirit's name is Judith. Now Judith is here, and Judith is having a very special message for the horoscope sign of Aries. My beautiful Aries, you've got the spirit of Judith with me right now, and Judith is trying to let you know that actually a very significant stage it's about to happen to you, but in particular it's very much so connected to your own karma, but most certainly it is going to unfold in a very important and rather significant and very specific learning experience. It is going to be required from you to dig a little bit deeper. It's going to be required from you to kind of reflect on this situation even more, but most certainly very important to see and to realize that there is going to be the continuation of your path, of your journey, and it's going to come and it's going to form and it's going to manifest with an element of surprise, but it's going to require from you to kind of open up your mind, open up yourself. And as soon as you do this, immediately there's so many things that are going to start making sense, and most importantly, so many things are going to come to the surface. Okay, and also a special message from Judith is also for you, my gorgeous Aries, for this stage in between the 6th and the 21st of February 2020. It's very important. Be bold and make the first move. My gorgeous Aries, it's very important for you to understand to be bold and make the first move. You will know exactly when this is actually going to take place. You will know exactly when you're going to be able, or you're going to need to reflect on this situation in this particular way. And that in itself, look at this, it's going to bring you an opportunity, a very special and very important opportunity you are going to have, my gorgeous Aries, in between the 6th and the 21st of February 2020. Okay, the next spirit that I'm channeling right now, the next spirit which is going to have a very important and special message for Taurinis, for my gorgeous Tauruses, it's called Sarah. Sarah is here with me right now, and Sarah would like you to say to you, my gorgeous Taurinis, that this is going to be an important stage that you're entering, but in particular when it comes to acquired a powerful accomplishment. But this accomplishment you can only take to the next level when your financial situation allows you, when your security and financial situation allows you. So you're reaching a very important stage when it comes to the actual financial security and security in general, indeed, because this stage in between the 6th and the 21st of February, it's going to be very significant when it comes to the actual accomplishment, and when it comes to the actual devotion, and when it comes to the actual pleasure in daily existence. But most certainly this is going to be so good because you are going to be surrounded and you're going to be in touch with the right people, with very, very important people in this stage, my gorgeous Taurinis. And these people you are very much so going to learn from quite a lot, but it's the inspiration is just going to rain on you like a spiritual water, which is just going to help you to grow so much. And you will need this growth. You need this growth. You will know exactly what this will mean. This is very important because every now and a while we basically kind of like drift away from the certain people in our lives. It doesn't mean like physically to drift away, or it doesn't mean like to drift away like completely, you know, but maybe you just in your mind, or maybe just people were just like really busy, you know, people having lots of different things to deal with. It depends on our own spiritual journey, and it depends on our own karma. I'm just saying that this is going to be the return of very important people that are going to play an absolutely amazing role in your life, my gorgeous Taurinis, at exactly the right moment in time. At exactly the right time, you're gonna get also an amazing and beautiful inspiration. But this is going to be the time of accomplishment indeed, and I'm so happy for you, because something new is going to come, something new is going to be unearthed for you, a new option, a new situation, a new reality is just gonna really become an absolutely incredible new starting stage at the same time. Very important to be as open-minded as you can indeed. And just remember, Sarah wants to let you know that you need to show the world the real you. You need to show the world the real you. Very important to do exactly what you want to do. I'm not saying that you're not doing normally what you want to do. No, baby, no. But you just need to listen to yourself as much as you can. You listen to yourself, even the weirdest possible things that come to you, even the most bizarre things that come to you. This is all going to come with some kind of element of a spiritual unpacking. So it's very important just to follow your instincts, my gorgeous Taurinis, and just listen to yourself. This is going to be brilliant. You just have to trust yourself indeed. You have got a very, very special protection, and you are going to come to terms with a certain situation, which is on another hand going to re-energize you and make you very brave in order to deal with quite an ongoing problem, which is going to turn out to actually be quite good. It's going to be completely different outcome to what you would think. So it's a very old problem, very karmic problem that maybe at some point in your past, in your life, went like quite wrong, towards the wrong direction. Now you are having a sacred protection at the same time, which that problem is going to return, and it's just going to unfold in a complete way that you're going to be completely surprised so much. Another 7 weeks is going to take for this unfoldment to take place, but most certainly this is a swift change that it's about to change your life, my gorgeous Taurinis, literally. Okay, now the third spirit that I'm channeling right now is called Lee. The third spirit that I'm channeling right now, it's called Lee, and this spirit has got a special message for you, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Gemini. My gorgeous Gemini, I've got a Lee here with me, and also Lee wants to warn you a little bit, just a little bit. Little warning is to do with the fact that there is going to be some kind of someone naughty around you. Maybe a little snake in the grass is going to show their little not that pretty face. But then again, at the end of the day, there are two things that are going to be very good for you out of that situation. You're going to learn a couple of important things about yourself. You're going to be able to protect yourself on time, so it doesn't matter. This is all about how you feel. This is all about how you live things. This is all about the balanced force and harmony that you are going to have at this moment in time that you wouldn't normally have. And this is going to protect you. On one hand, it's going to show somebody's like a not very good intentions on another hand, and this is absolutely brilliant. So you will be able to protect yourself from the situation that would otherwise gone kind of wrong, you know. You will also be able to kind of realize like when to protect yourself in the stage, in the period from the 6th until the 21st of February. Just have your eyes open a little bit more, and just also like if you have a feeling that something is not right with someone, if you feel something like subconsciously is completely off, you know, with someone, then this is most certainly your sign to actually move away from the people, from that situation, from that person, from that energy, from that toxic energy that could have actually harmed you otherwise. This is an important moment in time, because also this is going to provide you with an understanding that you wouldn't normally have, and that immediately it's going to redirect you a little bit. And as soon as you kind of like are able to kind of pinpoint who is that person who's actually like kind of like a not good for you, who is bad for you, you know, at the same time, you are going to be creating an absolutely mind-blowing, remarkable starting point when it comes to you entering a completely different spiritual door. So this is something that is going to work in your favor, and it's immediately going to boost your energy, boost your radiance, boost your power, because it's going to refresh you with this wonderful balance of energy, with a clear focus and a clear perspective that you wouldn't normally have. This is absolutely wonderful little sacred direction, you know, the sacred direction that is just going to bring a little bit of redirection and help you out on the way. Wonderful, my gorgeous Gemininis. And also the special message from Lee is just remember, have a faith in your dreams. My gorgeous Gemininis, just remember to have a faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. That's something that I want you to like kind of make a little song in your head, you know, and just keep it going, you know, keep it having, you know, just have this with you, within your energy, within your sphere, within your dimension as much as you can, because it's going to be absolutely fabulous and very important for you to remember this. Have faith in your dreams, my gorgeous Gemininis. Have faith in your dreams. You see, this is also, you will have a little moment in between the 6th and the 21st of February that is going to be like a little hermit moment as well. But you know, I really like hermit moment because it helps you to like expand your mind, it helps you to expand yourself, it helps you to like kind of be a part of all sorts of different dimensions. You know, your subconscious mind is very powerful when you're going to the hermit moment, and you're going to have an important realization that is just going to come out of the blue, and it's going to kind of come to you towards a certain word, and this is going to become a very important starting stage for you as well. My gorgeous Gemininis, indeed. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Cancerini. My gorgeous Cancerians, you have got a spirit called Damien. Damien is with me right now, and Damien wants to let you know that now this is the time of a little reward that you're actually going to have, because there is a certain benefit that you will have, certain profit that you will have, certain outcome that you will have, but it's a lot to do with a gain that you maybe perhaps you didn't expect, and this is also going to be connected to the certain element of surprise at the same time. But most certainly it's about the actual improvement that you are going to have, the success. But also, when I say improvement, I'm gonna have to repeat that word, improvement, because this improvement means quite a few things. It means improvement in general, but also this is a very important stage in between the 6th and the 21st of February 2020 to actually pay attention to your improvement, where you need to make improvement, where you need to start improvement, where you should actually pay your attention to, where you should direct your energy towards. This is important because the energy is just going to be absolutely right, just perfect indeed, very vibrant, very beautiful, very unique, very spiritual, and that is on another hand going to help you to actually kind of, you know, grow in the areas of your life in a very fast and very beautiful way. And also at the same time, it's going to provide you with opportunities and things that you wouldn't normally have. This is brilliant because it's most certainly to do with the monetary advantage as well that this this period in between 6th and the 21st is going to be very significant for you as well. The good time for investments indeed. On another hand, just remember, my gorgeous Cancerinis, okay? Damien is telling you, just remember to bring love into the situation. Bring love into the situation. Bring love into the situation. This is all part of that kind of like a new dimension, new direction, new opportunity, but also it's going to confuse you a little bit because you're going to first think like, oh my God, something came to an end. And then the new vision is just going to provide you with new energy, new power, new direction. And that direction is also going to provide you with an option where you can have the certain understanding of this in a slightly different way, slightly different view on things. It's going to make you realize that you need to bring love into the situation, and you will know exactly when to do this. You will know exactly when this is going to happen. You will know exactly when you will need to act in this particular way, and this is going to be very, very good for you, for the certain energy flow, and also for your own creativity. And this most certainly it's going to become a very important important and powerful and very spiritual gateway. Try to be as happy as you can. I'm not saying that you're not happy at all, but I'm just saying that the energy is going to be very important, very vibrant and very significant in between the 6th and the 21st of February. Just be as open-minded, but in particular when it comes to your happiness, excitement, and just try to, like, even if you feel low, even if you feel down, just try to like kind of tap into this vibrant energy. And every single time you do this, you will come on top, and you're gonna come on top feeling absolutely fantastic, absolutely remarkable. But you just need to kind of like make a little bit of like, you just need to kind of put a little bit of your own energy in, put a little bit of your energy, which is just going to at the same time create this absolutely wonderful, remarkable adjustment. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Leones. My beautiful Leos, my gorgeous Leones. I have got a spirit of Marco. Marco is absolutely delighted to tell you that it's actually a very important stage is going to happen to you in between 6th and the 21st of February. A bit of a yin-yang situation. First of all, you're going to really pay attention to like what's kind of like keeping you blocked, you know, what's keeping you unable to move on, what's kind of preventing you to be yourself, what is draining your energy, what is sucking your energy out when it shouldn't be sucked out anymore. And this is important because on one hand, it's going to help you to move away from the situation that is no longer good for you. Okay, this is very important. Marco is saying that it's very important for you to come to terms with something, come to terms with a certain change, come to terms with a certain direction, come to terms with a certain dimension. As long as you leave it like kind of more weird and more difficult it's going to be. I'm not saying this is really bad or anything like that, but I'm saying, my babies, it's a yin-yang situation. This is what I said. So this is something that you need to realize in order to get this ball going, you know, in order to get this ball rolling. On another hand, that is going to be absolutely brilliant, but it's at the same time going to really help you to like come out of yourself. It's going to confirm something to you. Everything is going to start seeming so much better as soon as you realize, come to terms with the change. And this is going to be very special and very significant in between the 6th and the 21st of February 2020. And that is just going to become very important part of your changes, because you will see that it was just, you felt so much and a little bit sad and a little bit maybe like a little bit of conflict, you know, at around this situation, and you also felt like a little bit unsatisfied. So this is very important for you to realize. As soon as you realize this is going to be absolutely brilliant, and in itself you will realize that the situation is not as complex, and that in itself it's everything, because it's on another hand going to bring you a wonderful and incredible and absolutely mind-blowing conclusion to an obstacle that was just really part of your life, and it was draining your energy, and it was very difficult to actually come to terms with and understand, because it needs to make a necessary changes, my gorgeous Leonis. But these changes are at the same time going to affect you, like maybe emotionally and maybe spiritually, because it's a lot to do with an unknown stage, unknown journey that is about to unpack right in front of you. And this is why this is going to be so important, because the realization, it's going to bring a conclusion, and the conclusion is going to make everything stronger. And once everything is stronger, then you will see what is about to happen. You see, the bottom line is that the actual Marco has an important message for you, my gorgeous Leonis, and this is all about a new start is coming. A new start is coming. You're gonna feel more stronger than ever. You're gonna feel more powerful than ever. You're gonna feel more significant than ever. You're gonna feel more motivated than ever, because it's all about this actual energy, like getting very powerful vibration, which is gonna reflect on you in so many different ways, and that's absolutely wonderful. And I'm so happy for you, because you are most certainly going to get a security, get realization, and get a power which you didn't kind of feel in a long time. It's all about this optimistic energy, but also, you know, like subconsciously you will just know it's about the perspective, the very powerful and grounding moment, which is just going to become the return of strength you didn't feel in a long time, and that is going to shake you up, my gorgeous Leon. on is, my Lord, it's going to shake you up so beautifully, because it's also at the same time going to re-energize you and bring a promise and make you rather creative. And that is going to become the beginning of your rebirth. But most certainly, very, very important stage in between the 6th and the 21st of February indeed. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Virgolinis. My gorgeous Virgos, my beautiful Virgolinis, you have got a spirit called Ted. Ted is here with me right now, and Ted is absolutely delighted to say that this stage in between the 6th and the 21st of February is very important when it comes to an opportunity, when it comes to the whole new perspective. But this is all connected to the fact that you are reaching an important stage of your spiritual journey. And that stage that you are going to reach here, my gorgeous Virgolinis, it's also going to be mind-blowing. It's also going to be mind-blowing because at the same time, you're going to plant a rather important and powerful spiritual seed. Spiritual seed that you're going to plant in the stage, in the period in between the 6th and the 21st of February. It's going to go a long way indeed, but in particular the mid-September and the end of September 2020, it's going to be remarkable when it comes to that particular seed. This is so important because it's a highly fertile time when it comes to your mind, when it comes to your manifestation, when it comes to your power of thinking, but also at the same time when it comes to the energy, return of the beautiful energy that is just going to help you bounce back, with life, and deal with problems and issues and negativities, in such a wonderful and lovely and rather vibrant and passionate way, instead of just bringing yourself down and it's just kind of knocking yourself down like every single time before you need to deal with something. I'm not saying that you're doing this, but I'm saying that the energy in the past, 24 months was very difficult, was very heavy, was very strong, which would kind of prevent you to kind of like float in your own bubble in the way you would normally float. So this is why this is so important. That Ted is absolutely delighted, my gorgeous Virgolinis, to say that this period, this stage in between the 6th and the 21st of February, you're actually going to rediscover yourself and also confirm something very important to yourself, but it's to do with the worldly power, it's to do with an absolutely mind-blowing, vava-voomish accomplishment. It's to do with the confidence, the return of self-esteem and confidence, and that in itself is just going to be so good because it's all about this remarkable, wonderful influence that you are going to have at the same time, and you are going to have a very beautiful and strong energy when it comes to creating money, when it comes to creating wealth, when it comes to being like open-minded and kind of achieving things, at the same time. The balance is going to be absolutely perfect, and be as open-minded as you can, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and be as adventurous as you can, because every single adventure, like with in other words, like every single daring situation that is coming from you changing something that you do on a daily basis, is just on another hand going to help you to reach the highest levels of your own spirituality, which is on another hand going to boost your radiance like, oh my Lord. But it's about the fact that the focus is going to return into your life, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what Ted wants you to know, that it's an important stage. And also, most certainly, what Ted also wants you to know, my gorgeous Virgolini, is that its prosperity lies ahead. You will know, my babies, you will have your sign, you will have your confirmation, you will know the prosperity lies ahead. Just go for it, my gorgeous Virgolinis. Most certainly go for it. This is going to be a very, very important moment in time. Look at this, in particular when it comes to your own abundance. Oh my Lord, just go for it, go for it, go for it. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Libra. My gorgeous Libra, Libra. I have got the spirit of Jason. Jason is with me right now, and Jason is absolutely super delighted to tell you that your lucky number in between the 6th and the 21st of February is actually going to be number 9. Number 9 is an important number, and it's also the fact that you are actually going to realize how much you have done, how far you have gone, how much you have actually achieved. It's really, really brilliant, because you're going to come to the end of the certain spiritual shortcut that you started, that you took certain turn within the last 9 months. So now you're getting to the end of that spiritual shortcut, is when we are having a very special time happening around us and manifesting around us. And at the same time, we're using certain spiritual keys which provide us with like a swift change, where there was a very stale stage in our lives. So now that is changing. And the bottom line is that now, in between the 6th and the 21st of February, you can expect an absolutely mind-blowing success, my gorgeous Libra. And this is absolutely brilliant, and it's pretty much so to do with the actual material attainment, and it's to do with you finding yourself on an advanced level, and you're actually realizing this, that you're on an advanced level, and paying attention to this in a slightly different way, by rewarding yourself, by being happy. I'm not saying that you're not happy, I'm just saying that you need to reward yourself. But because the energy is going to be really vibrant, this in itself is just going to become an important and integral start of the new passion that is just going to help you so much to connect to your situation in a completely different way, but it's at the same time going to re-energize you. It's absolutely beautiful, because you're going to discover something very special, very beautiful, and very powerful about yourself. And this is something very unique straight from yourself, something very unique indeed, in between the 6th and the 21st of February. But the bottom line is that you're having a great material attainment. You're going to find yourself in an advanced stage, beautiful, and it's very good when it comes to your own well-being, abundance, good health, and most certainly you're going to hear a very, very good news, my gorgeous Libras. I'm so happy, because you are going to hear a very good, ecstatic, excited news about your own victory. And this is so important. Listen, my gorgeous Libra, it's about your own victory. This is so good, it's so important. It's to do with your own justice, but at the same time, it's to do with like a very difficult stage that is slowly changing, and it's beautiful. And this is going to be your sign that you're about to become very, very stability. It's about your own stability that you're going to feel, that you're going to sense, that you're going to get, that you're going to have, that is going to re-energize you like so beautifully. And it's also the big wish, the big dream. It is just going to become an absolutely remarkable starting point here, because you will know that you will be that much closer to something very, 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 very special indeed. What also Jason wants you to know is that this is the time to remember that you will be kind of like tested a little bit, and just remember, look at the bigger picture. Always look at the bigger picture, my gorgeous Libra. It's going to be very important, because there are a couple of things are going to happen and unfold in such a way where other things are going to be quite vibrant. So the energy is just kind of like, it doesn't allow us to actually see things crystal clear, so we can't go as far as we would normally get. So it is going to be 1 or 2 days of like a uncertainty, where I just need to remember to look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture, my gorgeous Libra, and you will see exactly what I mean here. Okay, look, what you had patience, now it's going to be an absolutely remarkable unfoldment of an event that is going to surprise you the way it's going to happen, but it's most certainly activation that you wanted for a long time, that you waited for a long time. You've been patient, my gorgeous Libra. So now this stage in between the 6th and the 21st of February is bringing you a wonderful new promise. Very, very good indeed. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Scorpione. My gorgeous Scorpio, I have got a spirit of Thomas. Thomas is with me right now, and Thomas is telling you that this is so beautiful, because for once you will have a special reward this period. It's in between it's in between the 6th and the 21st of February 2020. You are going to have a special reward when it comes to your hard work, when it comes to all those different stages of negativities that you were going through within the last 11 months, all those, you know, stages, and all those times when you kind of were uncertain, and all those times when you just kind of stuck to yourself, and all those times when you were uncertain what direction to go through, and all those times where you managed to stick to your own situation, where you managed to like kind of get not allow the distraction to kind of distract you to the point of like kind of like a distraction, basically. Do you know what I mean? Like, just remember, there's a very important reward that you're actually going to have in this stage in between the 6th and the 21st of February. This reward is just going to help you to grow. This reward is just going to help you to make sense out of the situation that you wouldn't normally make. And this reward is also going to become an absolutely remarkable new stage of your life, because for once it's going to help you to move from the stage and from the area that you don't no longer belong to. You feel like it's time to move on, and it's absolutely true. And that in itself is going to make, and it's going to start a remarkable swift change. And it's so important because it's going to make you feel very magical. It's going to make you feel very deep. It's going to make you feel very spiritual. It's going to make you feel very powerful. So you will be like, oh my God, like at the part of all sorts of dimensions, like within the 6th and the 21st of February. This is going to reflect on you so wonderfully, because you are going to be getting all sorts of informations. All sorts of spirits are going to come through. All sorts of spirits are going to come through in many different ways. So you'll be getting informations through your dreams. You'll be getting informations like when you wake up in the morning. You will be having like also like a hermit stage, little important hermit stage in between the 6th and the 21st of February. And that hermit stage is also going to reveal to you to trust yourself, and also a new option is going to be revealed. New option which is going to become the part of the new direction, but it's going to require from you to make like a necessary adjustment, a necessary input indeed, in order to get this perspective going. What else is just basically Thomas telling you is just basically what else is really important, that this is the time for healing. This is an important time for healing, my gorgeous Scorpiones, in between the 6th and the 21st of February. It's absolutely remarkable for you to understand. It's not only like, oh yeah, it's a great time for healing. No, baby, no. Listen to your dreams. Listen to what you feel connected to. Listen what your mind is telling you. Listen what you want to do. Like, especially when it comes to meditation, and especially when it comes to the actual grounding, this is also a remarkable stage to try to spend the time outside in the nature, by the water, or in the forest. It's an important moment in time because you will rejuvenate yourself, because you are going to reach a very high levels of your own spirituality. So your psychic moments are going to be like, ooh la la. You're going to be provided with all sorts of visions, but sometimes when we have lots of visions, sometimes that can be a rather confusing time because we feel strongly, we feel that this is something that we need to do. But if there are lots of things happening at the same time, which normally is because it's a rather vibrant stage, then it's very difficult to get the balance right and see exactly what is going on and exactly what the right direction would be the best for us to take. So this is why I say it's important to go into the forest, maybe somewhere, try to connect and reconnect with the nature, because by doing this, being by the water, by the lake, by the river, by the sea, this is very important because it's going to help you with your own grounding. It's going to help you with your own spirituality, which is going to, on another hand, going to re-energize you, refresh your mind, refresh your energy with a very powerful strength that you wouldn't normally have. And that my gorgeous Scorpiones, is going to be directly responsible for the focus and invocation and rebirth that it's actually going to be followed at the same time. This is absolutely remarkable moment in time, my gorgeous Scorpiones, you see, because it's going to help you look with your own illumination. Your own illumination is going to be very strong. You're going to hear a remarkable news about your own accomplishment accomplishment as well. The remarkable news that you're going to hear about your own accomplishment is just going to come at the same time. It's going to happen at this. It's going to happen at the right time, and that in itself, it's going to be so good because it's also going to boost your confidence. It's going to boost your self-esteem, and it's going to happen at the time when you're going to be inspired by the right person. But it's also an advice, a life-changing advice that you're going to have. It's going to be something that is going to be absolutely remarkable for you, my gorgeous Scorpionis, because you were waiting. Look, it's a lot to do with the making decision when it comes to your own finances, when it comes to your own prosperity, when it comes to your own abundance. You know, this is so good because you will be lucky at this moment, very, very lucky. You're going to make an important decision, but on another hand, very, very important negotiation. It's also going to take place. Okay? So the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Sagittarini. My gorgeous Sagittarius, my beautiful Sagittarinis. I have got a spirit of a rose. A rose is here, gorgeous, beautiful rose. And Rose is absolutely super delighted to tell you that there is going to be a very integral and important stage that you're entering. I am talking about the actual 6th and the 21st of February. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Success, happiness, balance, abundance, you know, is brilliant. Even abandonment of the stage of life that no longer serves you anymore. Not physically, but it's just like in your mind, coming to terms with a certain situations, coming slowly to an end. It's brilliant because it's at the same time going to provide you with the creativity, which is on another hand going to make your vision much stronger. So therefore, you're going to make an important decision in this stage. Indeed, and the decision that you are going to make is just going to be absolutely life-changing, and it's going to take turns like for and something very big and very important and very life-changing in November 2020. You're also entering an absolutely mind-blowing stage when it comes to the actual success and when it comes to the actual accomplishment, but that in itself is just all about the actual very, very wise investment that you are going to make. Very wise investment. My gorgeous Sagittarinis, I am talking about the stage in between the 6th and the 21st of February. This is so beautiful that you're going to feel very sharp at this moment in time. There is going to be the return of energy that you didn't have in a long time, but most certainly it's about a wise investment that you are going to make. At the same time, I just want to let you know that you're going to be very sharp when it comes to the balance of the actual decisions, and very sharp when it comes to making decisions, and very sharp when it comes to making decisions in those stages and in those areas of your life that are so important, so significant, but you were trying to make a decision about this particular one thing. You were trying to make a decision for the last like about 7 months in particular, and you were uncertain, but because you were scared and you were worrying that you were just waiting for the right moment, you were waiting for the right time, and now the balance is going to be just absolutely perfect. Your eyes are going to be open so nicely, and inspiration from the certain person is going to inspire you at the same time, and you will know exactly when this is going to be. You will know exactly when this is going to happen. I'm so delighted for you because it's not only that basically you are going to have really important wise investment, but it's also going to be the return of the accomplishment, the return of the feeling, energy and excitement and happiness that you didn't feel, that you didn't have in a long time. And this is absolutely fantastic, and it's wonderful because it's going to make you feel so good. It's going to enhance your own passion. It's going to direct you a little bit, and it's going to help you to emerge in a slightly different way. And that is going to be the time of blessings, the time of excitement, the time of the very, very good time in your life when it comes to your own illumination, which means that you will be attracting the right people, and also you will be responding to the right people in the right way as well. So it's a very brilliant time for problem solving, and a couple of very long issues are slowly going to come to an end. It's brilliant. Something that was dragging is just going to happen, and it's going to unfold in such a quick and nice way. It's going to be over before you even notice. On another other hand, what else Rose wants to tell you, my gorgeous Sagittarius, is like, let me tell you this, look at this, your hard work is paying off. Rose is delighted to tell you, my gorgeous Sagittarius, that your hard work is paying off, which means that the energy is just going to be in between the 6th and the 21st of February. The energy is just going to be rather varvumish. So anything you want, anyone you want to notice you, now it's time. Anyone, like if you're working, you want someone to notice you, now it's time. You just work with this power, work with this energy, and this is just going to be so enhanced, and it's going to go really far, and it's going to be way more vibrant than normal. So you will be able to achieve quite a lot with this, as long as you work with this wonderful energy, as long as you work with this wonderful power, because at the same time, this is going to be the time of your own rebirth, of your own invocation, but it's leading towards the biggest unfoldment of your life, because you're going to activate things through this harmony at the same time, and you will be achieving so much. You will achieve so much by the 21st of February. There is a very important decision, very important life-changing decision that you're going to make indeed. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Capricornius. My gorgeous Capricorn, you have got the spirit of Francis. Now, the spirit of Francis is with me right now, and you are entering a very important stage when it comes to the learning process. For one, you're going to learn something very, very important about yourself, and that is going to be the new starting point indeed. For two, you're entering a very important stage when it comes to the actual certain deep application and study, deep concentration. Indeed, this is very important to tell you that it's all about reflection, respect for the knowledge, but most certainly desire to learn and new ideas. You know, let me tell you, there is a little secret to it, my gorgeous Capricornius. When you hear a good news, okay, Francis is like absolutely delighted to say this. When you hear a good news in between the 6th and the 21st of February, when you hear a good news, and it's in particular to do with like some kind of learning process or an outcome, accomplishment, this is when you will know. When you hear a good news, this is when you will know that it's the right time to learn something new. Okay, the good news, when you hear a good news about your own situation, about your own accomplishment, this is also going to be the moment in time which is going to start a sacred, a special lotus moment, which is also going to provide you beautifully and touch you with this wonderful energy of kind of taking things further, taking things further, taking things further. It's going to require from you to dig a little bit deeper by having an important reflection when it comes to the learning process of that particular thing. You will know exactly what am I talking about once you get to this absolutely wonderful, beautiful spiritual bubble. And this is going to be so good, so good, so good, because it's going to be a significant stage of accomplishment, but it's also going to help you to expand yourself. This is the time of expansion. This is the time of excitement. This is the time of breaching and reaching for the things that you wouldn't normally reach. It's an important moment of completion as well. Let me tell you, this is also an important moment of completion, and you will see what slowly is coming to an end. Once you come to terms with it yourself, this is also going to become an integral part of your own grounding, which is going to enhance your own strength and your own power, and it's immediately going to re-energize you in many different ways. One thing that also Francis is absolutely delighted to tell you is that your commitment is being tested. Just remember, my gorgeous Capricornius, your commitment is being tested, which means just to stay committed to the task at hand. Do not let anyone to try to influence you in a negative way or whatever. In fact, when you are kind of feeling that you are being tested in any way in between the 6th and the 21st of February, just remember my little words. Remember what Ashita said, and also remember what Francis said. Just stay committed to the task at hand. I said this before. This is so important for you, my gorgeous Capricornians. This is so important. I mentioned this before for you. I do remember. And now the spirit of Francis is confirming this to me, because as more tests you have, the more brilliant it's going to be. The more tests you have, the more wonderful and more powerful outcome it's going to be, okay? The more you're tested, the better it's going to be. This is absolutely remarkable, and it's nothing unusual, and it's just coming directly from your own spiritual journey. Look at this. It's incredible, because you're going to find yourself, you're going to surprise yourself. You are going to surprise yourself, my gorgeous Capricornius. And also an important stage is just going to be absolutely impossible to ignore, impossible to avoid. There is a big part of you that it's missing, and big part of you, it's about to return into your life by you paying attention to something that you're maybe no longer paying attention to, but you should, because it's part of you. It's part of who you are. It's part of your inspiration, and it's about to inspire you even more, but it's also going to give you room to grow. My Lord, this is going to be a very important stage for you, my gorgeous Capricornius, indeed. Okay, very, very important stage for you. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Aquamarini. My gorgeous Aquarius, I have got the spirit of Maria. Maria, 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 Maria. I've got the spirit of Maria with me, and you know what? Like, you are most certainly going to enjoy this, because it's just like where you felt really maybe that you were kind of mistreated by certain people in your life. You were mistreated by the certain situation in your life, which just left a little bit of bitter taste in your mouth, and also it affected you in many different ways, because it kind of, on one hand, it prevented you to grow as much as you could have, because you were kind of blaming yourself for the certain things. Now, this is really important, because this is a very sacred stage that you are entering of your own expansion, which means that your mind is just going to start expanding here. You are going to find yourself like in this stage, in this period in between the 6th and the 21st of February, you're going to find yourself like kind of being attached to the certain stages of your life, and you're going to start start thinking about things that were sleeping in your mind for a long time. But you will also know that a very big change is coming. A very, very big change is coming, my gorgeous Aquamarinis. And Maria is absolutely delighted to tell you that the very big changes are coming, but it's just you also need to come to terms with this. You need to come to terms with the certain changes, and once you do that, you will see the light at the end of the tunnel, and the light at the end of the tunnel is going to be very shiny, and it's going to be very bright, the brightest things you have ever seen. That's because you karmically have been through a lot, through a very difficult stage. I said this millions of times, my gorgeous Aquamarinis, and now Maria is confirming this to me. So because as the more difficult stage you've been through, and you have been through quite a lot, and very often this made you feel really grey, very often this made you feel really uneasy. And very often this actually reflected on your immune system, believe me or not. So you would be kind of prone to infections. Very often you will be prone to cold and flu, quite often, all sorts of infections. And this is nothing unusual. This is very much so to do with the very complex issues that you had to deal with. So this is the bottom line, is that this is very important, and you have to trust yourself. Have faith in your dreams as well. You have to trust yourself. This is a very important stage to try to be as open-minded and as optimistic as you possibly can, because the new perspective is coming. The new perspective in between the 6th and the 21st of February is also going to reveal something important and end on an ongoing problem, a conclusion. It's going to be absolutely wonderful, but even more, the certain benefit and profit is going to come out of it. But the bottom line is you are having an absolutely important moment when it comes to the actual fairness. Just remember, Aquamarinis, it's all about the fairness, It's all about the justice. It's all about the proper balance that you're only going to feel once you get there. It's going to be wonderful because this is the beginning of your own rebirth, and that is going to give you the focus where it was missing. And it's difficult to kind of say exactly how you're going to feel, but you are most certainly going to feel super vibrant. And that is because of this proper balance that you're going to have at the same time. And this is all coming through your own justice, through your own harmony, and a very, very special reward. Aquamarini, you are going to have your own reward in between the 6th and the 21st of February. You're going to have a mind-blowing karmic reward. And advice from someone very special in your life. At the same time, it's going to confirm something to you, but it's also going to inspire you, and it's also going to give you the green light, so you will know exactly when to go. You will have all these confirmations, and something very quickly, it's going to take place, like a beautiful, cute little bunny, little rabbit. It's about to jump. You see, spiritually, cute little bunny is obviously trying to let you know that a very important stage and sacred stage is about to unfold in your life. And once that happens, it's going to happen very much so quickly in a beautiful way, and so much so creativity is going to come through at the same time, which is going to awaken you emotionally where you weren't awake. So this is what I want to say. It's so important. And it's all about the harmony, the actual reward, and most certainly someone's good intentions are gonna come through. Maybe you were uncertain about someone, maybe you were uneasy about someone, maybe you were like someone kind of surprised you with their own reaction. You thought, oh no, they're gonna be horrible. I thought that for some reason you thought that they would be horrible to you or something like that, but they're actually quite wonderful. This is actually quite wonderful person I am talking about, and this is gonna give you something to think about and room to grow when it comes to your own spirituality, because this is going to have direct impact on your own spiritual journey, because it's going to come with an element of surprise, but it's going to be goody indeed. Okay. And also very important advice. You will have a very important advice in between the 6th and the 21st of February. Just watch for this very important advice, my gorgeous Aquamarine. This is going to be very significant indeed. Look at this. It's an adventure. Fantastic. This is really good. Between the 6th and the 21st of February, you are going to have an important adventure to do with the connection, to do with the reconnection, to do with the return, with the certain feelings, with the certain people in your lives that are very, very important. And that adventure, you will be told something very significant, very significant. It's going to help you to reflect on your situation, and it's going to help you to shed a light around you where you needed a light. So the whole picture is going to be completely different. Very important moment in time indeed. Okay. And what else is Maria trying to tell you, my gorgeous Aquamarine, is it's like it's time to release negativity. The stage and the period in between the 6th and the 21st of February, it's time to release negativities. Okay. Important. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be, of course, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Piscelini. My gorgeous Pisces, you have got a message from the spirit called Martin. Okay, my gorgeous Piscelinis, you have got this message from the spirit called Martin, and he's absolutely delighted to tell you, because it is just so important for you to understand that the new start is coming. The new start is also going to take place. It's going to take stage in between the 6th and the 21st of February, and this is going to be very important because for once it's going to confirm something to you. For two, it's going to bring the change that you wanted and needed for a long time. And for three, it's time to be happy and to be excited, because this is all about the new beginning, a new hope, a new grounding, a new strength, which is about to enhance your power, but it's at the same time going to bring you promise, and it's going to confirm something about security and power, and you are going to make an important decision and the decision that you are going to make by the end of the 21st, in between the 6th and the 21st of February, but by the end of the 21st, you're going to make an important decision, and the decision that you are going to make, it's actually going to start becoming rather illuminated stage of your life, rather important part of your life, right at the end of March 2020. The end of March 2020, my gorgeous Pisces, is going to be directly connected to this particular stage. But this stage I'm talking about, it's about your growth, about your personal growth, about your power, about your enhancement, about you, your passion, and you being able to reach much further in your life. It's beautiful because it's all about you emerging in a completely different way, and this is purely coming through your own blessings. This stage, my gorgeous Pisces, is going to be very much so relevant when it comes to you finally receiving your blessings, getting your blessings, understanding yourself, understanding your path, understanding your spiritual journey, but also be very, very, very open-minded when it comes to trying things for the first time. Understand in particular, Pisces, you need to understand, Martin is saying that in between the 6th and the 21st of February, this is significant time of the manifestation. It's the significant time of trying things for the first time, because there's going to be quite a lot of little situations where you are going to surprise yourself, and this is going to be nothing unusual because it's happening at around the time when the new start is coming. So your subconscious mind is just going to slowly start making your way, your path, it's already going to start to create this for you. And you just remember, you need to look at the bigger picture, but at the same time, prosperity, wealth, new direction, new dimension is lying ahead, and that's exactly what is going to be very important for you to remember. What else I was going to say, my gorgeous Pisces, and Martin is absolutely delighted to tell you that this is just all about the actual an important person, somebody who's very trusted in your life, somebody like a trusted friend, trusted family member. It's going to have an important news for you. And that news, that realization, is going to help you so much, you see, to go through an important spiritual door. In other words, it's going to help you so much to actually make a certain decision, because the balance is going to be just absolutely right. And that in itself is going to be a brilliant moment in time to also understand that this is actually going to be this is all about the very good intentions, but it's also about a certain consistency, and it's also about like trusting to yourself, and also about the important news. There is an absolutely remarkable news that you are going to receive, and this is probably the golden situation here, the most brilliant, the most important, the most significant realization here. It's the fact that you are going to have an important news, my gorgeous Pisces. That news is going to change everything. That news is going to be the beginning of power. That news is going to be the beginning of your own self-esteem. That news is going to be the beginning of your own confidence, that is just going to be more powerful than anything else, because the balance is going to be absolutely perfect. This is so significant because it's basically going to help you to make a decision, and you will be guided subconsciously, like very deeply. You will be part of all sorts of dimensions, and the decision that you are going to make as well, it's going to be in sync with all these energies, with all these dimensions that you wouldn't normally be, that wouldn't be normally as enhanced. And that in itself is going to create this beautiful magical picture, and it's going to help you to make an absolutely remarkable decision. I'm so happy for you, because the important news, it's also going to confirm something to you, but also it's going to kind of be such an important and integral part of your spiritual journey, where you will know immediately what to do, where to go, which direction to go. This is going to be so much to do with a very beautiful and powerful sacred confirmation, and that in itself, it's immediately going to make you realize that this change that is about to unfold, this change that is about to happen, this change that is about to manifest, manifest at the same time, it's going to become an enormous, remarkable moment in time when it comes to the certain investment. And you will know there is nothing to worry about. There's nothing to bring yourself down. There's nothing to think negatively about. Leave all the fears behind and all the negativities behind and just think about the positivity. The power of your mind is going to be superb. It's going to be very enlightened and very enhanced at the same time in between the 6th and the 21st of February. And that's why it's just so important to not to trick ourselves in any sorts of like a negative situations, because our mind will be very deep. We'll be able to go so much further in our own mind. And this means that the manifestation is going to be superb. It's going to be rather magical. And that's why you just have to make sure to think optimistic and don't bring yourself down. And by thinking optimistic, you're already like kind of halfway there, because this is all what you're doing, what you're making, what you're starting at the time of your highest radiance. And that in itself creates this important stage where your focus is going to be like a crystal clear, and it's just going to kind of help you with your own advantage, with your own success and material attainment. You're going to find your missing self. There is a very important missing part that you're going to find, my gorgeous Pisces. And this is so important because it's going to help you to feel yourself again. It's so important, you know, and it's almost impossible to actually say and to explain how exactly you're going to feel, how exactly you're going to see these things, how exactly you're going to go through these things, through this dimension until you reach this absolutely remarkable and very, very powerful stage. Look, it's all to do with the prosperity and abundance, you know, and just have to make sure that you have faith in your dreams. There is something quite significant that it's going to be revealed in a dream as well in between the 6th and the 21st of February. Something very important is going to be revealed to you in your dream, and it's going to happen as a strange dream, as a bizarre dream, as a little bit strange dreams, but it's also at the same time going to make a remarkable feeling, you know. It's going to become the part of the remarkable process, which is just going to become an integral part of your journey, where you're just going to start feeling very much so close to the certain change. And as each day as it passes by, you will want more. You will be that much drawn to this particular situation. It's just so much to do. Look at this. It's about your own freedom. Look at this. Freedom, your own spirituality, you doing things in life that are going to change your life forever. You doing things in life that you are meant to be doing. This is so important. This is one of the greatest adjustments, my gorgeous Pisces, you ever had in your life. Absolutely incredible. Okay, and let me just tell you something. You're also this is the message from Martin, of course, like you're also reaching an important stage in this period in between 6th and the 21st of February. Okay, and you're not going to be sure about a certain outcome. You're going to come to terms with a certain situation. You will know that, you know, if you go this way, oh my God, I don't know. If you go this way, oh my God, I don't know. With other words, it's just going to create a little bit confusing situation, but both things are going to be really good because they're going to be connected to the certain abundance, to the certain changes and a new start. The bottom line is the special message, sacred message from Martin is a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, a win-win outcome is forecast. Nothing to worry about, my gorgeous Pisces. Just go for it. Be as open-minded. Okay, be as adventurous as you can, and also try to make sure that you change things a little bit as well in between the 6th and the 21st of February. This stage, try to change your routine every single day. Martin is saying every single day, try to change something when it comes to your routine, but at least just something little. Every single change is going to take you somewhere else. Every single change is going to take you to an absolutely remarkable place where you wouldn't normally be. But it's also very important to do this at the right moment in time, like we are having now in between the 6th and the 21st of February, an important time of manifestation, changes, abundance and us making the right decisions. Okay, my gorgeous people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you all. I love every single one of you. Okay, I'm sending you brightest blessings. Lots of love, healing, and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous people. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you all. Bye.